Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of the Let's Play for Final Fantasy XIV's Heavensward. As always, I'm Nova, and with me is my close companion, the Pink Panther.
Also known as Deathsite.
There we go.
The fashion.
So hit by fashion, he came to Eorzea to become a FedEx champion. So, let's get this off the bat and start the journey, shall we? Now, we left off last week in the middle of a quest in a new land, so it has been some time past since we made the previous video. Let's take the shortcut. Bye!
Jump to your death!
Oh, 1 health!
Yep.
Oh, the clutch 1 health. So, we're going to continue with the quest chain, hopefully get up to a dungeon, and, you know, the usual business, but hopefully get to a dungeon. Yeah, I am I aggroed a kitty. Give me the pussy. Cat. Am I in? Yeah, I'm in tank instance. I was going to say, am I in tank instance there? So let's kick some stuff off. I mean, in terms of the story, there's not really been much progress. We're just doing the usual thing. So, what has happened in gaming this week? I am genuinely clueless because I don't do any reviewing myself beforehand. Anything you're aware of, Scott? No, that's right, sorry. Apologies.
Need to have them broken on. That's good.
So,
but not real big games at the moment.
No real big games. Any real? Obviously, we had E3 a couple of months back. Was anything really announced there other than, you know, what's our
Fallout 4, like they've been working on new Gears of War, which I'm really thinking about.
I thought Gears of War had like quite a closed sequel. I'm sure to turn down the volume because you are quite low, as you can see there, guys. I've got my volume down on 3 and I was still struggling to hear him there, so I'm not quite sure what that is. Alright, so I've just turned on the in-game music. But I mean, let's look at Ubisoft for a quick second, just because they've been working on the new Assassin's Creed for quite some time. It was mentioned, they released information on the releases of it sometime last year after the failure of what was, what was it called again?
Liberation, isn't it?
No, Liberation was the Vita one. It's the one in France. I'm trying to think of what they called it.
Yeah, in France.
Assassin's Creed something.
Rogue.
No, Rogue was the good one. Rogue was the good one.
Yeah.
That was on PS3 and 360. Oh god, it was that much of a blip. Probably this is what, you know, Ubisoft wanted to happen, but people forget about it. But the reason I forgot about it is I haven't really played the series myself since Brotherhood.
I played it up to Black Flag.
Well, I have played Black Flag, but I didn't play any more of Ezio's story. So I didn't play Revelations and I didn't play 3. Black Flag I came back because it was a pirate game. I didn't see it as an Assassin's Creed game because you become an assassin like the second to last chapter. By the way, spoiler alert, but I think given that it's been out for nearly 3 years, that's fine.
Be fine. But I actually didn't like Black Flag much.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't like the pirate. Mostly the pirate stuff. Like I hated doing the boat stuff.
It wasn't the boat section that I really didn't. I didn't mind doing it. It didn't really take anything away from me for it. But what I did enjoy was that the combat was a little bit newer. I think that the two-sword style was quite suitable. Pistols handled quite well.
I don't even think I got up to that bit.
Well, you wouldn't have enjoyed Rogue, then Rogue was essentially more of Black Flag. Right, so
yeah, I probably wouldn't enjoy Rogue.
There we go. So, has informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding. Then, can I count on you to keep him safe? No. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop as there is no underground sources. We can tap with wells, however there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. You know, maybe the clouds. These spring crystals can be found in Vorsin Siran, in the east of here. Bring us back one. You may have contend with the feral beast. Excuse me. Which populate the lakes. Not to mention the Vanu scouts, raging from the nearby settlements. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Right, so is this a quest? Let's have a little look.
Oh, let's go.
Now, the guy that we're guarding is fully armoured, but the poor kid that's probably been bought via slavery is unarmoured, unequipped, and is coming with us. Can we not at least give him like a dagger, maybe? A sword? Maybe, fuck it, some armour?
No. He'll get a card just like me.
Oh no, I'm still trying to think of the name of that Assassin's Creed that just flopped. Absolutely terrible.
Probably look at that.
Well, I can't because my screen's being recorded. So,
I've got to look at it.
It wasn't like a numbered one, wasn't it? It wasn't Assassin's Creed 5. It was
No,
just.
it's not numbered.
Nope.
Assassin's Creed. Okay, the new one's called Syndicate.
Yeah, we know that one. It was on before.
There you go, Assassin's Creed stuff for Ubisoft.
Well, good job, Ubisoft. You did exactly what you wanted with us. We forgot the name of your game. It was that bad. Hope you're proud of
Let me
yourselves.
see if I put Assassin's Creed 4 if I put that.
Just put in Assassin's Creed fail. You might get it then.
Maybe. Unity, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
It's even the name of the game engine.
It was even on the Unity engine as well, wasn't it? The irony.
It just failed so bad.
Oh, God. Well, some of the images that you've seen online, it was like Hollow Man all over again. That would have been a great mod. They should have went, oh, sorry, we were planning this as a mod, blah, 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 and really should have shrugged it off there. But, you know, considering they did let everyone cash in their season passes, now, this brings up a very touchy topic amongst gamers of DLC. I'm not one where, you know, the DLC, when it's released, that it's on the disc, that you don't have access to it. I think that is that's wrong. And one of the worst people for that, Capcom.
Yeah, Capcom's the worst.
You know, that's one of the things. So, DLC on the disc, if they weren't charging full price, yeah, by all means, go ahead. If they reduce the price of the game... Oh god, no. That's just reskins. I mean, come on Capcom, I know you guys have been in the business for some while and you've...
Haven't you seen what they did with all the Street Fighter 4 versions?
Go on, more.
They added brand new characters and then sold the game at like half price.
Yeah.
And did like 2 ultimates for every single character. And you could buy a DLC for even like half of that price. You had the...
yeah, so if you had the previous game, you got the new version of it discounted. Yeah, that is pretty good. But, you know, it just brings up the whole case of DLC that's on the disc isn't right. That's what I feel. Unless they officially release the game and go, you know, here's the game as it is now, we're still working on it. There is content on your disc, but we may or may not use it. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but they wouldn't have found that unless hackers went in and figured it out.
Yeah, but it's the same...
characters.
Yeah. The same thing comes down to anything with hackers. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think you should get paid for your work, but I don't think you should do more work, get paid for half of it, and then expect more for the other half. If you're charging full price for the game. Now we're meant to be looking for crystals.
Oh, it's over here.
Where is it? Oh, there.
One's over here.
Cool.
Oh, they're on the walls.
Interesting. They're coming out of the walls.
They are.
Are we gonna get into a combat fight here?
Doesn't seem like it. I'll see what it says when I click on this one.
I'll wait.
That's workers and properties. Nope. I'm guessing we're looking for one that has the properties.
Well, it would seem that way.
Nope. There's probably that crystal over there.
You probably have to like some.
The opposite direction. It may actually just be one.
Fair enough. I'll go around the other side then.
Yeah.
But I mean, in regards to DLC, in that regard, if it's skins and it's that sort of thing, yeah, that's fine. I understand. You know, with the game, the way game production occurs, the game is finished long before it's released because it has to go through spot checks, etc., etc. So, if you're gonna just add like a new skin, a new coat of paint, yeah, by all means, having your art team do something like that and having them do a little bit extra, that's fine. But that's not game. That's on.
Still being paid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You've still got to pay them, and if you've not got another project for them to just roll on to, then yeah, by all means, have them do DLC. But stuff like, you know, limiting how much work you do. For instance, there was a lot of issues.
Oh, it's here by the way. I found the crystal here.
Oh, cool. I'm on my way. With the issues like Evolved. Sorry, is it Evolve or Evolved?
Man. Yeah, Evolve has a ton of DLC.
Evolved had over $100 of DLC at release, I believe. I'm not sure if that equated to over £100, but $100 of DLC at release.
Which some of them like the dinosaur classes and other classes.
You could have essentially at the release of the game purchased access and started off with every single monster. There we go. Right, cool, we got this. 1 second, let me just get my mount up. There we go. I'll bring Storm out for everyone.
The flying chocobo.
There we go. So what, in regard to that, I think that's a little bit wrong. And then season passes, it's with a game like Evolve, seems a bit stupid unless they're bringing out a whole new game model for just new characters and new skins and that sort of thing. I'm not sure how long it would have took them to do 1 or 2 extra monsters, but the fact that they had a season pass and said at the season pass, yeah, you're going to pay us, what, £50 for the game at release, and then over the course, another 20 to 30, and that's not even for all the DLC. That only got you either the Hunter DLC, which was, I believe, 2 extra Hunters, and the Monster DLC, which I believe was 3 extra monsters, but you got one or the other, and if you wanted the other one, you had to pay more.
Yeah, we get cheese.
Oh, what do you got, man? Yours are probably outrageous.
They probably are, actually. Yay, leveled.
Yay, leveled.
They really are, too.
Are they outrageous?
Yep.
Oh. Are you going to be the prettiest one at the ball?
Seems like it.
Alright, Lorimer's gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Oh dear. Maybe I've been waiting for nothing, but, may I ask you to go help him or find him? Yes, we are the FedEx man.
Yep. And protective services, it seems.
Yeah, we also do some stuff on the side for the SIA. No, that's a British security guard joke there. Don't know if the other countries have them. But, I mean, DLC is quite a hot topic in that. I'm not against it. I think, if they said, look, season pass for all of it, £25, you get two extra hunters, 3 extra monsters. Bear in mind, they doubled the number of monsters they did just for the DLC, which seems a bit iffy to me. And the fact that, they'd already probably had the bare bones of it worked out. Fair enough. I can, I expect, instant people.
They had the bare bones of it worked out.
No, what I mean is they'd either done some work on it, and I believe they probably already had the DLC finished before they released the game. But if it's the usual rules of,
I'm saying, but I don't know if someone's could pop up.
I'll wait for you then.
I don't know what you could do with it, so if it doesn't pop up.
Right, well,
yep.
Something pop up?
Actually, no.
Nothing popped up.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Make sure I'm not fighting like 5 monsters at once. Oh, I have to get over here now.
Oh my god. So, I mean, in that respect, you know, I understand, yeah, you deserve to get work paid for, but honestly, if they said it, you know, they'd released 4 monsters at release, and they released 4 hunters at release, okay, and they said they were getting 2 extra hunters, maybe 4 extra hunters, I could believe 4 extra hunters because that's essentially just a different ability, different weapons, so in terms of they might use X, Y, or Z, or ABC, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but they usually play quite a lot differently too. Okay, I'm in the cutscene, so...
Yeah, true enough, but I mean in regards to the way they play compared to how the, you know, they look and the design, it wouldn't be very hard to, you know, use the same character model. Oh, he's been taken by the Phantom.
But, I'd much rather it be like Payday's DLC system. Where if one person owns it, you can then like play it and play the mission. Yeah, that's a good system.
Well, with Evolve's DLC, if you were a hunter and you enjoyed one particular hunter, then yeah, you could fight all the other monsters. But if you like being the monster and the new monster they released was just stupidly overpowered, then you're not going to be that strong monster. You're not going to do it without owning it. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed being the hunters and you didn't really enjoy being the monsters, all you needed was the hunter DLC. But if you didn't want to be, you know, if you didn't like the hunters and one of the newer hunters was something you liked, but you were more of a monster player, I believe we need to be alone for this one.
Yeah, we have to be alone.
Go on, I'll respond.
Goodbye.
Well, you're still going to be on the record, but enter the party alone.
I don't care about you anymore.
I mean, how do you feel about DLC then? I mean, I've vocalised my opinions on it quite verbally, you know, quite a lot.
I like it when it adds content to the game post-launch. Pre-launch DLC sucks balls, and I don't like unless it's just a skin, like what they did in DMC. Where I could actually play as old Dante.
Yeah.
And they only released that because the amount of outrage over it.
Don't get me started on DMC Devil May Cry, please. Don't get me started on that one.
It's such a bad game. Such a downgrade from 3.
Such a downgrade from 4, and 4 was a downgrade from 3 in most people's eyes. In terms of the combat system on Nero.
Downgraded, but I'm talking about just Dante, because Nero's just a new playstyle.
In terms of Dante, I enjoyed Dante's combat style, and I think the lack of weapons in it was a bit weird, and certain challenges were just not possible using Dante. You didn't have access to the OP shit. Alright, so
try to find a way to do as Dante.
Right, ninjas, they're dancing. Hoo, 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 hoo. I'm going to intimidate you, bitches.
Nope.
I have spikes that come out of the ground.
If you. Right. You're like, bitch, I'm a ninja.
No? What am I, Scott? Come on. You know you like doing the line.
Nope.
Ah.
Not getting it.
Ah. Fair enough.
It is a
True enough, but I was referring to the old Chasm song or Chasm song, which was quite a while ago, back in the days of 11. I really liked that song. It was quite funny at the time.
Yep. I'm freaking dark now.
My mentor is like, okay, what the fuck? So,
at least you're not missing much. Says in 11.
What?
She's not missing.
God, if I was trying to do this with an 11, I'd die to an EP.
Instantly.
An easy prey, just take me the hell out.
You'd instantly die to the first pack of mons.
Yeah. Do you reckon they were actually trying to create Dark Knight as a tank when they first released it, thinking now that they have done it with 14? And then when...
They did it with 10 too. Because Dark was pretty tanky in that.
In what, sorry?
In 10 too. pretty tanky class then.
We're really going to discuss 10 too. I think there's a...
Well, I just think that's where it got its tank idea from. It was super tanky and did a ton of damage.
Yeah, but they didn't have Paladin in that though, did they?
No.
And they're meant to be polar opposites of them. And in terms of turn-based games, you can't really judge it on that one, but...
Maybe they just want to compete with WoW.
Maybe. I mean, in terms of the back to our topic of DLC, because we might as well discuss that. As we are technically playing DLC now, but...
Yep. Well, technically playing an expansion.
We're playing an expansion, but an expansion is... In essence, it's downloadable content because it's added content to a game. But the real difference is it's like playing a whole different game that just links back to a previous one.
Continent, which has a ton more missions. Everything else. Where am I meant to be going for this?
I'm not too sure. I'm just running around.
I don't know.
I'm just wiping out this column.
Yeah. I think I probably should just wipe out the column.
Yeah.
And
I mean, in terms of, you know, where we're progressing towards a game I appreciate in terms of its thing. I don't want to start ragging on it saying, oh, you know, he hates the game, he's a noob and all this sort of thing. A game that I believe shouldn't still exist is Call of Duty. I think that game should either end or should be ridiculously reduced in price. And I'm not saying anything like it's a bad game or anything like that. I enjoy playing COD. I own Advanced Warfare. So I bought that at release. But I only ever buy it once every 2 years when there's actually a different engine they're doing it on. You know what I mean?
I feel like you just bought Black Ops 2. Did you like the Black Ops series?
I did like the Black Ops series, but I didn't buy 2, so there was a bit of a long gap this one. Why?
I'm just carrying them around and dotting them. Like I've got 5 or 6 of these guys on me. And I'm just like kiting them with dots. Nasally and using.
But I mean, in terms of, you know, where they're heading with it, the game like COD where they charge about £20, you know, for the season pass, and that gets you the maps. And all it is it's the same online content, just maps. The story mode...
I love the times you can't even play the maps.
Yeah, because, you know...
Because everyone else needs to buy them.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
And then they've actually added the thing they ended up adding to the game with one of the expansions this time around was the zombies mode. So one of the things that people
in DLC.
Yeah, that was paid for DLC.
Oh, that's cool. I love zombies. Yeah, zombies is cool.
The zombies are quite fun, but you know, it's better with friends. But you then got to buy a game that at release was £40, I think, maybe, or 60. I think it actually has gone up to this country to £60.
I think it's still 14. No, it's still 14.
49.
They're trying.
I think it's 49. They are putting the price up, so you know, it's released every year, and you know, what do you?
Activision, man.
You know what I mean? What do you say to that? Every year they release essentially just a reskin of the same game, and it's not really like the football games. Even the football games that are released every year, they add the last season's outcome to it.
Yeah.
They add the new players to the game. They add they changed the Premier League according to the outcome of the Premier League.
Big tower, by the way.
You got to go up a big tower, or is it the named guy you got to speak to?
Like right at the bottom.
Where'd you go? I've seen the guy.
The rope right now.
I've tried speaking to the chief, and the chief, it's like there's more pressing me.
Have you got to the rope yet?
I've gone all the way up to the top.
I haven't even got there yet, so you're ahead of me.
Really? I heard the music dramatically. I heard or seen Emil's.
Well, I'll check now when I get up there. I'll just change the cleric stance. I really should have had that on for a while. Yeah, it makes the content.
There we go, that's better. I've had to just close the other side of my curtain because of an evening the sun comes right through my window, and with it still being British summer, which is the odd day of sunshine and then a lot of rain.
Rain. rain.
Was not able to do anything like that.
Yeah.
There we go. So hopefully.
Yeah, save that guy. Okay, protect them and scrape the stronghold.
Right, well, I've now officially killed everything in the village, I believe. I'm the only thing in the village. Not the only guy, the only
by the way,
thing.
he runs away.
Who runs away?
Like the guy you saved. And you're meant to protect him while he runs.
Well, I haven't seen him.
And like mobs spawn.
I've
He
killed.
was right at the bottom of the tunnel.
I've killed the mobs. Where's he run away to?
Like to the exit.
Where's the exit? Oh no, I haven't untied him.
Started.
He's still tied up. But I've killed everything else.
You didn't untie him.
I didn't see him?
Yeah, they spawned by the way.
Okay, cool.
Not gonna matter. Well, congrats, you killed like 100 more mobs. Oh, that's a lot more incoming. Really? I'm gonna have to fight 4 of them at once?
Yay.
Oh, he doesn't even fight back. This is bad. Okay, mostly they're all on me now. Okay.
Okay, he's just getting an absolute
And he's
beating.
running? Okay, if you take hate off them, supposedly he's just gonna run.
Thanks for that. That's one down.
Help has arrived there.
Use
Okay, cool.
Dark Arts to have a
okay.
good beat on this one.
So yeah, people shout to help you. But all I'm doing is basically healing him and keeping threat from all of them. That's pretty cool, this runaway mission.
He has father issues.
He does. Yeah, it's everything else really. How much has been going on? More gaming?
Yeah, there was so much crap that happened in 07. I think that gaming is realising they've got a... No, I mean, I'm expecting a crash of the industry in total in this country just because games like COD are taking the ever-loving mick. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's gonna crash. Like, WoW's probably gonna fail next expansion, but I don't even know about that.
What, sorry?
Because they're doing some drastic changes and WoW.
I don't think...
Like, Survival's becoming Melee Hunter.
What?
Survival's now becoming the Melee Hunter spec.
But hunters don't have melee weapons?
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. But the next expansion is actually the Legion.
Wasn't that meant to be their last expansion?
Yep, supposedly.
What the hell are these? The
you
NPCs
can
who just
fight
started
them
running
in
that way
turn.
and then running back on themselves? I don't get
Yep.
what's happening.
Just go all the way down to the bottom. with
Well,
pressing
there was
it.
still mobs on everyone.
Yeah, I just ran. I didn't feel like killing everything.
Well,
I think it's
what
because we were alone, yeah, I meant
the
to run.
NPCs started running away and then stopped and came back.
Yep. They really don't want this guy to leave. Good damage.
You'd have thought after like 12 of them had died, they'd have gone, fuck it, not worth it. Go.
Yeah,
Why are you still standing here? Move.
oh, that's not bad.
Like literally now they're just spawning one after another for me to kill.
Yep.
And
He actually killed them all.
yeah. There are none left. None of
I just ran away.
Well no, there's
Because
no
they
way
are
for me to
spawning.
run. They're not the NPCs are not moving.
Really? They
Yeah.
should be moving.
They're just all sat there. I mean, you can watch the record yourself and see that they're The guy's just stood there. How'd you make him move?
That's pretty weird. He just moved on my one. You have to get fresh on everything that's trying to attack him then. That was the only way I was able to do it. And then he like ran away instantly.
I think I missed one guard and that's making him not run.
Probably.
Like one of the ones on the way up. Oh yeah, I attack it and he starts running. And there's actually something chasing him. I don't get this game. One thing's hitting him. Oh my god. Take a boot to the face.
Boot to the face. No matter what, boot to the face.
There's nothing left. Run, you sod. Move. I got 16 minutes. Run. Oh, you moved about 5. Oh my god.
Yep. That's why instead of trying to kill them, I picked everything up and just let him run. And he just keeps running when I was doing it while healing him.
Nobody moved 5 foot, and then something came, and it's not even like he had aggro on it.
Yeah. Oh, you get a cutscene right at the end. What is that to look forward to? Yeah, you're back in DLC questions.
Are we going back to? You want to go back to DLC? Well, we'll come to a closing point on it then. I guess we might as well close on it. I mean, in regard to it, expansions, yes, they're good. Not when they're released every year. So, Warlords of Draenor, I think they could have done so much more with. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's just bad. That was so. They also took a lot of the content out that they announced at the BlizzCon. Like, the Nether was never released.
The Nether?
The Netherstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Netherstorm that wasn't released at all in Warlords. And it was meant to be released as an actual island right at the start. They they basically did it with just 3 raids. There's most of the raiding gone.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. 14. We'll link it back to 14. A Realm Reborn was a complete reboot of the game, and ultimately they didn't really, you know. Oh, I see.
Everything in this game. Including taking out level 90 mobs that are in your way to quest objectives. That was pretty annoying in the original Final Fantasy XIV. You getting smacked every single time I went the wrong way. It's just
Thank
like,
God he got there 5 foot at a time. So, I mean, wrapping up our opinions on DLC. We admit if you do post DLC, like as in a game has been completed, went through check, being put forward for checks, and you either add a new skin, maybe a different model for a character, maybe some patches, for a release.
Yeah, I want more like story content. More characters, more like finishes for the characters, more moves, more weapons. Oh, I like in DLC. Or in the car game one, like tabletop, like Super Fight's pretty good. Or it just adds all the expansions to it. For the actual card game, then you can just play it, and they have one that actually allows you to purchase it once, and then everyone who plays with you gets it. It's awesome.
Holy, what is that?
It's a primal.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we have to fight that. Level 60, I guess.
Leviathan of the Air?
Yep, Leviathan of the Air. We better not kill him on the airship. Which then has like a little box to completely negate his ultimate.
Come on, draw your sword and shield. I've killed more than these, come on.
Yep. You have. You probably just killed billions of them. Though.
Oh, so they've made Sid a Cockney, or a British guy.
Yep. And
And-
voice, which is bad.
Don't get me wrong, I can appreciate it being... I reckon he would be like an English gentleman, like. But is that implying the Empire is England?
I guess.
Well played, Square Enix, well played.
I really did.
Are you going to stand there?
Just like, it's England now. Yeah. Wait, what?
I expect him to sort of try and defend us so we could get away and that he'd have a heroic sacrifice. Clearly not.
Nope. He just evades everything. It's Sid. He's not gonna die.
Holy whale!
As I say that.
Sid is not one for a whale of a time. It's Moby Dick.
I am Sid, motherfucker.
Come at me, bro. Alright. Let's talk to Sid real quick.
Yep.
The god only knows what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. All right, move on. Okay, all right, more than a few. Someone actually remembers the work we do.
There's counting. Yep. I try to do the now and then RPGs, which is nice. Even in like WoW, a lot of the quests refer back to you being like the Lich King. Everything like that.
Well, okay, so I mean, other topics in gaming, because I mean, while the game that is a dramatic scene that was quite interesting, we know we're going to get to fight the Primal, as in with most RPGs. However, with this, you get to feel a little bit more unique in the experience. Would you say, Death, or
Yeah, I'd say unique.
it's not like
Yeah, it's like-
in World of Warcraft where you just level up in dungeons all the time? You've got to actually unlock them
No.
through various means, etc., etc.
Yeah,
So-
so, the story quests, going to them. And then
He seems
actually
rather
meeting
pleased with himself. Very well, I
bosses.
admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died. You know, me, dead. I wish. Only the risk and
Well,
life
don't
of
worry, I
the
have a
DD
race spell here.
Primal, and that old boy is no small feat. It's going to be in effect even though no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of praise. Speaking of which, this is how we made our triumphant return. Dude, clean the piss off your legs first.
Alright.
One sec, let me get the mount up.
Yeah.
Shall I? I'll summon up my Griffin. I'll show everyone in the viewing here my Griffin. Quite a unique model. I expected Bismack to be a large one of these. Not a
What,
whale.
giant griffin?
Yeah, a giant Griffin. You know, that
Well,
makes
He's
sense.
a motherfucking well.
You know. They looked at Leviathan and we went, we want one of them for the air. There we go.
Yep. You just got denied by an invisible wall.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? 1 second. Let's
Yep.
get all the stuff up. So, I mean, what other things in gaming do you think that shouldn't be or need to be revised, would you say?
Mm,
Come on, I mean, there's surely
know.
not just DLC that's like a bugbear for the gaming industry. I mean, griefing, while, yeah, it can be
you
fun
know?
in terms of griefing, you know, verbal harassment over any sort of open mic system I think is a bit wrong. It's not something that
Yeah.
should go hand in
Open
hand.
systems. Having only that in your games is annoying.
No.
I'd much rather have things like closed systems.
No, not so much. Not open mic
cookies
system.
on
Sorry, I meant over mic system. So, Call of Duty, you know,
Or
smack
Light
talk
Skin.
and that sort of thing. You know, there's been
Yeah.
controversy of that in 2011. You know, overall, there's a lot more stuff that needs to be done. So I think we're quite close to unlocking Bismack. So what we might do is do a double episode today. So once this record's done,
Hopefully.
we'll do another recording straight after to do Bismack, I think.
Yep.
There we go. So got just
hopefully
over 15 minutes on this
also-
record, and we will have a special guest in the room with me when we do the record on my side. I won't be able to help anything about it. I apologise, but you know, being a father and all.
Really know.
So let's have a little look here. Right. Oh god, it's like the Mogo or the Moogle one maybe.
Yeah, probably will be like the Muka one, which sucks.
Yeah, you're right. Master Blitz deserves all that and more for risking
Yeah.
his life to rescue such an esteemed personage.
Amazing. Oh, I don't actually think we even get to fight or not. Aww.
Wow, did I just get whale blocked?
Yep, you just got well blocked.
Oh, word. Oh, my word. Just really.
Do you want to get
Gi-
some well with the blocking?
Give me a dungeon. Give me something. Please.
Anything. Where's the...
You know, just these fetch quests. Okay, yeah, we are taking a long way. We are talking about discussing them, but
Yep.
don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. This is new maps, enjoying the scenery, etc., etc. But I'm a tank. I want a tank. Strangely enough.
I'm open as to where the thing is going to be.
Okay, I'll accept the free warp then.
Yep, free pod.
Free port is free. I am a bit low on the old guild funds, so it's always good.
Well, I'm not that low.
So I mean, we're both unanimous on the griefing side of things. In terms of like PvP worlds, now I've been playing Ark a lot recently. I got brought into it by a friend, Mess. I have done a couple of records with him in that regard. And Deathsite's not a fan of the genre, but once I get a new PC, he is going to do a couple of videos on it in regards to me, just to check out the scenery, just to do that sort of thing. Not an extensive, nothing that's going to require hours and hours of playing, but just a little bit of a... Well, it's going to be new to him. We're going to be dragging him through it. He's not a fan of the genre, but the thing I like about it is it's the dinosaurs. It's like Minecraft with dinosaurs. I'm a massive dinosaur
You
fan.
just like the dinosaurs. That's all you like in it.
Well, I own the old Jurassic Park games and I paid for them.
No, and they're terrible.
They were. And I still felt heartbreaking, whereas now I can actually do what I thought I was going to do in the Jurassic Park games.
That's another thing that games need more demos. Because a lot of them are just going away and it sucks.
Well, the reason because of that is, I will say one of the biggest controversies of 2014 was aliens, colonial marines.
Yeah, that's a terrible video game.
And I mean, there wouldn't have been anything if they if they hadn't even released a demo and just said, here's the game. But the
That
fact,
still would have been terrible. It just got hit even harder because of what they did.
oh yeah, it was a terrible game. Where do we go? Oh, we go to the Forteps Manor. So to the last stand, isn't it? Or the last vigil.
Yeah, the last vigil.
So I mean, over those things, it is pretty. Trying to think of the best way to describe it. They caused their own shitstorm.
Yeah,
Truly, they
caused their own shitstorm.
they caused their own shitstorm.
That actually wasn't released to the public, that demo. It was just
Yeah, but there was
a media demo.
there was a media an outblock on it as well.
Yep. I
And
got withheld.
oh, they couldn't say how shit it was before its release,
Nope.
which is pretty bad.
They couldn't even show how shit it was before it was released.
Oh
They
God,
actually
did he have to strike me so hard?
make a time of it.
Let's see what's happened. Father, he did not approve of how the mantle cap cloud top, how I endangered the lives of others through my own sniff, recklessness, and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it?
Oh no, not if you're incompetent.
Woe be me! Woe be me!
Cry me a river.
Don't know, I've got that song stuck in my head, the Justin Timberlake remix version I've heard. The pain. The indecency.
Oh, the pain.
Oh,
We got to do the other side quest now. For the other
don't do something torturous like that. Well, what we'll do is we're going to take a short break in about 10 minutes time. The end of this recording. Story quest. Story quest. Ooh, black chocobo whistle. Personal black chocobo. Ether compass. Wonder what that does.
Hopefully it allows us to fly.
Ah,
That'd
Master
be awesome.
Blitz, my lord the Count, much desires to speak to you with regarding your time with Lord Estol and Lord Methal. If you would remain here for a moment. Yeah, sure, I'm not going anywhere. Cutscene! Please, please, dungeon, give me something to... Pimp Kane! He doesn't even need it to walk.
Nope. It's
What's
a
it?
pimp game.
Shh. It's a voiced cutscene.
Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord,
What is it? Speak.
pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What?
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail.
1 second.
How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, the Hunger Games.
Alright, let's have a little look here. Though you have won the hearts of the minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who dismiss your efforts and resent your success, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that with such one member of Mon's health as manipulating Sir Grinix, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own violation. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am not certain this matter knows no better. Yet the truth that will avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You Delta speak, sir. Most heaven. You will know more of these charges. Okay.
Rescue them then.
Oh God.
I
Can't we just kill
network.
Silaf on Falzenil? Just drop him, cap
Then
him.
we'll go to jail, you know.
No, not really. I mean, he's a heretic. Kill him.
Kill all the heretics.
Shoot him with an arrow in the knee. I'm sure that was quite popular back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the arrows to the knee.
So I mean,
Used to be an adventurer like you, so he took an arrow to the knee.
I thought the better one was that there's a guy in on Skyrim, obviously, if you have not heard where we're quoting this from. There was a guy in the the furthest city, the one up north, was it Windhelm or something like that, or
Yeah, Windhelm, I think.
Windhelm? There was one of the guys in there. If you spoke to him, he said, I used to be captain of a squadron of an army squadron until I took a sword through the chest.
Yep.
I thought, Jesus, why is everyone taking the mick out of, arrow to the knee? When clearly this guy is saying he took a sword to the chest. And then I educated myself. No, the reason is because arrow to the knee is, the English phrase is ball and chain, as in ball and chain to the ankle. Whereas the Norwegian and Scandinavian phrase was they took an arrow to the knee.
Well,
I think the ball and chain is a little bit more friendlier on the other half.
a tiny bit more friendly to the arrow to the kney.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they went down on
from
one knee.
walking.
That's the phrase. It's been too long, Nova. Would the quick on the happiest sentences you came, please, Mr. I'd take it. There we go.
I took completely the wrong route.
Word of entertainment reaches while I was delivering my report to the Primal Manu. I truly know not which of the more ludicrous these charges or the flying feathered whale.
Obviously flying for well.
Yeah, it's obviously baseless. I have no doubt refuting them will be difficult. However, as he is a knight of the Heavensward, I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in of all Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice to say, their testimony is unpreachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the signs I've done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us defend the steps of faith, and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must die, trial by combat. Thank you. A fight. Thanks.
By combat.
Is sanctioned by the Inquisition, by the victor's claim to judge true regardless of petition standings. Under the Ishkan law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master would be expected to face Sagons in the second, and a second of his choosing another knight from the Heavensward, most likely. Two of them by the Fury. That can be hardly considered fair, as our magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. On the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill and should have afforded the right to name a champion to fight in their stead. Least you doubt I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity. I am sure, Lord, but all present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, mayhap in the realm at large. Bitches didn't want to fight. Then it's settled. I will visit Mathon at once and inform him of our intentions, Nova. Meet in the tribunal when you're ready. Until then, my friend. Oh, I was going to say farewell or something, but whatever. Interesting. Combat. Kill. Murder. Destroy. Usual.
I have to be out of this party to do this then.
Oh, you're already over there. Jesus Christ, you move quick.
I do move quick.
Where's the extra?
Like a ninja.
In pink.
Yep, in pink. Bright pink, because, why not?
Well, what we'll do then is, because we are quite close to a dramatic fight, before you enter death, we'll call it there for the moment, but I will get to the tribunal. I'll go collect my son, who will no doubtedly want some attention, and then we'll do another record. Or I might do a quick bit of cooking first, and another record.
Yep. Well, I'm actually in the cutscene.
Okay, well, whatever. Fair enough.
So I accidentally hit the cutscene. It's a voice actor, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll wait for you to finish and then we'll wrap it up. So, I mean, while Death is just in this cutscene, I'll do sort of like a recap of what we've done. So, obviously we discussed DLC and games and how we personally feel about them, because we were discussing that. The reason being is there was nothing to really talk about in the game. That the content so far has been pretty much the same.
It's mostly just fetch quest, kill.
Yeah.
Fetch.
But then that's what it is like in any RPG. In terms of the surroundings, they're beautiful. They truly are.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, looking at that flame, it's not exactly a real flame, but it does look quite realistic. I'll turn off my aura just so you can see a better part of the atmosphere. So, I mean, the flames, quite realistic. It's hard to get realistic looking flames in games. Back when, the games I used to play. I recently picked up Soul Reaver, and the PS1 graphics that I remembered look so great. Looking back at them now, not exactly as good as I remember. But overall, we touched on briefly with griefing and obviously how we feel about DLC. Post-release DLC, absolutely fine for it. Adding more content to the games we love, it's great. Pre-release DLC, obviously, if it's only for the teams that have finished their work, reskinning from the artists, starting large sections of DLC that they're going to do for the post-release is absolutely fine. But putting it on the disc is where we have to draw the line. If you release it on the disc and I go out and I buy that game, I'm buying the disc. I believe personally, anything on that disc, I've purchased. I've paid quite a lot of money. And in terms of the games that are quite the most offensive for it, take Devil May Cry DMC or DMC Devil May Cry. I completed that game in about 2 hours. Hand on my heart, I wouldn't have played that game because I told Death I will only play this game if I get it for free. And I got it as part of the PSN Plus service. And then I had to play it. Yeah, the very next day because they hadn't announced it. And then they did the announcement and I was like, oh, really? So then I sat down and I played it when I got it. And, okay, given its props, if it wasn't called DMC Devil May Cry, so if it wasn't that logo...
That's fine. I think the cutscene instantly put me into it.
You're still on the screen? No, you're still, yeah. So, I mean, that type of game, if the content was on it there, it took me 2 hours to complete, and I think that's not right. So, usual, doing my nice little pose, because I do like to get the sword out for the fans. A little bit of humour. So, at the end of the day, take your opinions with your DLC as you wish. If you like pre-post paying more than you think, by all means, go ahead. And that's it all from me, Nova.
And me, Deathsite. And all the cards.
Good night, everyone.